Welcome to the Greatness Together podcast. Curious minds unite. Mother-daughter conversations that delve into the heart of psychology. Thanks for joining us. Simonne, I'm willing to bet that there are lots of people that you are in school with who are willing to sacrifice sleep in order to do their studies or to have funzers or something else. Would that be true or true?
That would be very true.
And I'm willing to bet there are many people in my circles of middle-aged folk living our best life, working all the time, getting all the things done, who are also sacrificing sleep too. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. Do you think our brains like it when we are willing to sacrifice sleep for our productivity or our to-do list?
Personally, my soul likes it because a lot of the time I make the excuse of, meh, I can sleep later. I'm gonna go see my friends now until however long, and I'll do the blah later and I'll sleep later, blah, 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 blah. And then I wonder why I wake up with a headache after getting 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Yes, the fact that we consistently feel terrible every time we do not get enough sleep is probably our first cue that our body needs sleep. But they've done so much research now, and they talk about how not sleeping is used as a form of torture. I mean, if anything, I think that should also cue us into the fact that we are literally torturing our bodies when we go through extended periods of not having sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think people know, like, the effects of sleep, like how deep. It's not just you close your eyes at night and then you wake them up a couple hours later. Like, it's so much deeper than that. And knowing that it's a form of torture or whatever, like, isn't the world record only like 11 days? Someone was awake for like 11 days. That doesn't even seem like a lot.
People can't survive. I don't know what that particular research is, but your point around there are different qualities of sleep. It's not like you go to sleep and that's it. This is my sleep last night. Look at that.
Oh, that's kind of good.
8 hours and 37 minutes. This is like crazy good. But why am I showing you this? Look at all the ups and downs. This sleep right here, which is the deep sleep, happens at the beginning of the night. But look at these other levels. And having REM sleep being this middle one, it happens all throughout the night. And REM sleep is when we dream. It's when our memories and our, that all of that gets assimilated. And you need to have enough time in bed for memories to get encoded, emotions to be processed, for your body to physically rest, for so many things to happen, and also cell rejuvenation. Like if people want not celery.
Oh.
For carrots and celery rejuvenation. No, for cell rejuvenation.
Yeah.
So much is we think that nothing's happening because we just lay down, but so much is happening so that we can sustain ourselves all the hours that we're awake. And by the way, if anyone thinks that that's my average night, is it my average night, Simonne?
No, that's like once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's very also important for students to know in general. Like, I mean, it's important for everybody to know, but specifically students, like young students who need more sleep and who need that retention time that your brain does itself when it rests. Like, I think in social psych or cognitive psych last year, I learned how you're more likely to do better on an exam after like studying a bit and then getting a full night's sleep rather than pulling an all-nighter and then
Yes.
showing up to the exam with a groggy mind, and Red
Yeah.
Bull ain't gonna help you. I'm telling you
Yeah.
that.
Not having slept is like showing up to your exam drunk. Somebody told me that. I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Not
And I've
showing up drunk.
never, yeah, yeah, and I don't know if I'll ever do that.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
and it's true, like, I do have a lot of friends who will sacrifice a lot of their sleep for, um, like, getting stuff done or studying and anything. And okay, and also, like, I do understand where they come from, because me as well, I'm like, whew, I just ate. Um, my most productive time like is at night, so if I am kind of like in a groove, maybe it is worth to stay up a little longer, but it's not. But like you gotta still make sure you're getting your sleep after, and then that's also where my issue comes out, because yes, I'll like stay up longer to finish work, but I literally cannot sleep in. Okay, here I've been sleeping in. We know I've been sleeping in here.
Mhm.
But usually, like, okay, no, that's a lie. I can't even sleep in here. Like, I don't know. We're getting off track here, but
I think you're
like,
talking about circadian rhythms and how different people have different natural preferences. Like you're an owl, I'm a lark. You do your best work after bed, really. You start to get afternoon, evening, that's when you do your best work. You feel most productive. You are really motivated to do your work. For me, it's first thing in the morning. And my brain is starts to mush out, and if I had to be doing all of my homework, my readings, or writing my articles, calling back my clients in the evening, it would not be a good scene for them. So we do
yeah.
have natural preferences. Different people have different preferences, which may or may not fit with lifestyle. If you have a whole bunch of morning classes, well, your body may want to be a night person, but sorry, your classes are in the morning.
Yeah, I've
When,
been quite blessed with my schedule here. It's like afternoon and evening classes.
Mhm. Yeah. And when you're home, not away learning in the Netherlands, but when you're able to pick your classes here at Brock University, so because you live at home, you usually have a few options for times. And that's a great thing because that's a way of giving people the option of deciding when do they do their best work and also maybe what they have to do around work schedules and family schedules and so forth. But I think what you were saying around, well, that's actually not true. Sometimes I wake up early. Probably on those days where you've gone to bed late because your body wants to go to bed late and you've been doing work or homework late, and then you wake up early. Do you feel like you're a little bit tired the next day?
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to bed late last night and wake up early today, Simone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, yeah.
So, how are you
Something like
feeling
that.
today?
I mean, I still didn't wake up early, but I'm also sick, so.
Oh,
Oh.
my little lovey. Well, and that's a good point too, is that for our body to repair, our immune system needs us to sleep. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
people need to sleep more when they're sick, or why women, if they're pregnant, their bodies are busy building another human. They need to sleep longer. Or why as people age, their sleep patterns change. Why older people need to have a nap in the middle of the day. That's what their bodies need now. Why little
Mm-hmm.
kids, little tiny, tiny babies might need to have a nap. Our bodies actually are way smarter if we were to listen to our bodies and give it what it needs. And sleep is almost always one of the things that it
Mm-hmm.
needs, and we're not paying attention to it.
And, uh, 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 and, and, you've kind of given me your sleeping issues. So,
Um,
okay,
are the listeners
you.
hearing this? I
Huh?
feel like I've been thrown under the bus, metaphorically. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's
tell
very
me what
rude
you
of you. It's very rude of you to hand over your insomnia. Okay, I don't have insomnia, but
know.
I'm I'm the same where like if something's on my mind or if I know I have to do something, I cannot sleep or something just like wakes me up really easily. Um, and so so many times, like honestly, almost every day here, I don't get enough sleep, and then I wake up with like a pounding headache, like a pressure headache,
Hmm.
and it's true, like that is my body telling me, hey, you're not doing this right. Let's switcheroo it around. But then I
Yeah.
just take Advil or something, and then I do the same thing the next day, and then blah blah blah. So it's kind of like a bad rotation, but it's true, like even when you're overly stressed, your body will literally make itself sick to like warn you. Like last year I had a really stressful semester and I woke up with a headache, had a headache all day, and I went to bed with a headache, and like no matter what I took, it did
Hmm.
not go away, and it was just like a mix of not sleeping very well and having 100 things to do. It and really just like missing that rejuvenation time at night, because also the more like brain power you're using during the day, especially like students and stuff who are studying and learning all this stuff, like your brain needs more time
Hmm.
to encode it and all this stuff, which it does when you sleep, and like you're literally exercising your brain all day, so you're making it more tired, so you need more sleep. But then when students are getting like 4 hours of sleep a night and waking up early and chugging a Red Bull, like you're not
Hmm.
gonna do as well as the person who has a better
Hmm.
study
Yeah.
study and sleep schedule. And it's easier than easier said than done, because I've been there where I literally couldn't afford the sleep or just like
Hmm.
a lot of extra time. And so I kind of had to just like push through it. But for a lot of people, I think just knowing this can be helpful.
Yeah. There are lots of phases where people will not get as much sleep or uninterrupted sleep as they need. When we're raising a tiny family, so when you were little and Justin was 2, and between both of you waking up, and we also had to get up with our alarm and get to work. I mean, there are many days where Dad and I went to work all day with 4 hours sleep. I think we've had years of that. But that's what you do. Were we emotionally regulated? Probably not. Did we have the biggest, brainiest thinks? No. Thankfully, we weren't neuroscientists. So I I think it's we can give ourselves a break. And this is one of the things that I wish I knew then, is that you can function pretty well without enough sleep, as long as you're getting as much sleep as you can when you can get it. They used to tell me, the doctor would say to me, sleep whenever your baby sleeps. Well, unfortunately, I'm not a napper. So that meant that I couldn't just lay down with you guys and have a nap, but some people are. So if you have to fold a pile of laundry or have a nap when your kids are a baby, maybe have a nap. You're never going to remember how well folded your laundry is, right? And same with students. If you could, go to that party, or if you're not feeling well, go to bed early. Maybe go to bed early rather than have to get every party, because oh my gosh, there's only so many years of university left. We have to, I think, more consciously choose sleep when we have the choice, and then also not get so stressed out about it and say I'm a bad sleeper. I spent so many years, Simone, after that period of time when you guys were little saying I'm a terrible sleeper. You've heard me say that so many years. And then it's a verbalizing anxiety. So guess what? My brain said, "Oh, I guess we're bad sleepers." So guess who had a hard time sleeping for so many years beyond even when you both were sleeping. So it's also important not to get caught up in the anxiety and tell ourselves a story. I'm a bad sleeper. I can't sleep. I'll never sleep again. The worst thing that you can do in the middle of the night when you're not able to sleep is to go, oh my God, I've got to get back to sleep. Because then our brain does the opposite. It's all hyper aroused. It's like an anxiety Red Bull when you go, I have to get back to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that sleep anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, what do you hope people your life phase, people of the younger gen, take from our conversation?
Don't like understand the effects of it when you sleep well versus sleep poorly, and how much it can affect not just like academic life but also your social life. Like you were saying, like mood and stuff. Like sleep is a mood stabilizer, but if you don't have that ground, you're inevitably gonna like crash out easily and be very emotional.
Yeah.
And yeah, just how it helps you in coldness, rehearseness in the brainness, and helps you make good decisions and goodness of the goods.
That is incredibly well said, Simone.
Yeah. Yeah,
Of
I've
the
been
set,
working on that for a bit.
of the sadness. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What I hope people of my generation take from this is that if you would really like to take your sleep seriously, especially if you have anxiety about it, download an app and study the data. The data may tell you you're actually sleeping, have better quality sleep in the time you are sleeping than you're realizing. There are many books, podcasts, great books to
For
learn about sleep.
for the app, don't you need like an Apple Watch or something?
You can use an Apple Watch. There's wearable jewelry. There's all kinds of things on the market now that will help people to input the data. There may be new products that I've never even heard of. But the point is, we wouldn't we wouldn't guess at what is in our bank account. We would go into our app and we would take a look and we would say, can I afford to buy that or can I not? I'm hoping that's what people do. So same with sleep. If we're thinking, oh, I'd like to go out tonight, but I'm not sure if I have enough in my sleep bank, why not treat it like a financial bank account? Go in and check. Are you in overdraft or do you actually have a credit in which you can spend? And then by all means, if you have been doing a great job of building your sleep bank, then spend it. Go and have fun,
Smart.
enjoy. But if you, there's only so long you can be in a deficit before somebody comes to collect. And who's going to collect? A virus and get sick, or a mood and you're going to freak out, or
Headache.
not be able to concentrate, or something. Like at some point, it just catches up to you. So,
Yeah, I preach this as well, but I don't follow it.
you do follow it. You just don't maybe don't follow it all the time or not right now. At home, you've done a very good job of saying, okay, I don't need to get up for something right now. I am going to sleep in. And you will recoup your sleep. You may recoup a lot of sleep in one night, but if you look at the total sleep bank over the week, that's going to bed at 10 and sleeping in until noon, it builds up a lot more time in your sleep bank.
Mm-hmm. True.
You know, I'm your mama. I'm always going to give you lots of credit. It's my job.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's so nice of you.
And maybe the next time you're like, oh, I'll just stay up for another hour, you're going to think of this conversation and say, maybe it would be good if I go to sleep.
So do you think it's okay to sacrifice sleep for schoolwork? Should I sleep tonight and not do my schoolwork?
Are you asking for permission to not do your homework?
Yes, mother.
Why don't you go to bed early and then get up and do your schoolwork, or do your schoolwork and then get a good, nice sleep and then go to school rested? But I think you have to decide when you're doing your homework. Do you do it before bed or wake up early and do it in the morning?
Before bed.
There you go.
But
I would
it's
be
just
wake
really
up early.
gonna hurt my head when I don't sleep, you know? It's just gonna, the tension and all the badness, you know, just really gotta sleep.
Wow, you are
Build up the bank.
absolutely taking this and using it as an excuse. And gonna have to say, next podcast we're gonna do, I guess it's going to have to be, how do you get your homework done? You're doing great. Don't you think you're doing great? Juggling a lot of things.
Just excelling, mother.
Yes, you are. Thanks for doing this podcast with me, Simonne, about a topic dear to my heart and clearly now yours.
Thanks for the sleeping issues, Ma.
Stop saying that. I'm not owning responsibility for it. You own your own choices there, girly. Fine. All right. Love you lots, babe.
Love you, Ma.
Thanks so much for joining us for the Greatness Together podcast. Never miss an episode. Subscribe wherever you catch your podcasts. Yours in greatness, Simonne and Sarah.